guess what? Egg's out. 사랑아, 애기 어디 있어요?
Where's Eggie?
Right here? Oh, there you are!
Hey, 안녕. Where's Oma? She's over there somewhere. Oma, big wave. Okay, let's go say hi to Oma.
I thought it was kind of fun to share my story with Harper's birth story, my birth story of Harper's birth. Anyway, so thought we would do the same for Joe. Let's just dive right in. We are now at 38 weeks and 4 days. And at this meeting, I am just a hair over 3 centimeters. So not much more dilation, but 75% effaced. And then ding, 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 new data point, -1 station. Station is the measurement that they use to see how far dropped your baby is. It goes from -3 to +3. She's making her way downtown, quite literally. And so I was just like, we're getting this baby out at 39 weeks. Mind you, they warn you. Who's they? Mom bloggers, doctors, nurses, midwives, literally everyone on the planet warns you not to rely on these kinds of data points like your dilation, effacement, station, all those kinds of things for a sign of when labor will happen. The only way you can rely on labor happening is labor is happening. So the world is saying that, and here I am being like, no, I'm going to take these data points and I'm going to get excited. So annoying. I'm so annoying. So I'm headed to what is hopefully my last pregnancy checkup appointment. I am currently 40 weeks and 2 days. So I'm late. And since 30 weeks, I legit thought I was going to be early. So I'm like, oh, it's going to happen sooner. But no, this egg is freaking hanging out in there. On my way out, I was feeling a little discouraged and this sucks. I hate being pregnant. Who likes lugging around like a heavy thing? Anyway, so then I made an appointment for the following week, which is Monday the 27th at 4 p.m. The following day, so 40 weeks and 3 days, I was having cramps. I actually called the midwife and was like, hey, I've been timing my contractions. They're a little sporadic, but the cramps are really intense. We talked for maybe 7 minutes or 7 to 10 minutes. She was like, okay, well, don't come in, but keep me posted, and keep timing your contractions. Let's see how it goes. And I was like, what the heck? Fine, midwife, I'll listen to you. But I might deliver at home then. But anyway, the week moves on, and every day that passes, it was like a sudden realization for Ethan and I to just let go. And we both wanted so desperately for Harper to be able to be at the birth, which is a big reason why we chose the birth center. And all of that, at this point, we're just whatever's going to happen is going to happen. If we give birth at a birth center, great. If we don't, great. Who freaking cares? One way or another, this egg is going to be out, and that'll be fine. Then Sunday night rolls around. I'm so freaking exhausted. So I go to sleep at 9, wake up at midnight, and can't go to sleep. I figured I woke up because of Braxton Hicks contractions. That wasn't uncommon for me. It was actually very common. I woke up very often in the middle of the night because of Braxton Hicks contractions over the past weeks. And so I was just oh, another night, another reminder that I'm not in labor. And finally I went back to sleep at around 4:30. And then morning rolls around. It's daytime. Birds are chirping. Actually, no birds were chirping. But it's 7:07, and I am like moaning in bed because of such terrible period cramps, or what feels like period cramps. It was so bad. I had to like quietly run to the bathroom because I thought I had to poop, and like, but there was nothing, and so I just like kept going back and forth, and then like in the fetal position, just laying in bed and just like moaning through it. I don't normally have period cramps that bad, but I have had a few where I'd be throwing up or laying in the bathroom just trying to like let it pass. So it was nothing new for me, and I was just like, okay, like this is just one of those things. And um finally Ethan at like 7:30, 7:45 woke up and was like, "Are you okay? Are you in labor?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I don't think so." And honestly, in my mind, I was like, "Well, I don't want to call the midwife again and be like, hey, I'm feeling stuff,' and for her to be like, don't come in." So I was just like, just wait it out, whatever. And he's like, "No, I think you should call." And I was like, maybe. And then just as I was doing that and deciding, like, okay, fine, I will give them a call, Harper started waking up, and he went over and he's like, "I'm just gonna get her ready as if we need to go. But if we don't need to go, great, like no problem." As a contraction was like subsiding, I was like, "Don't forget to put her in the pink outfit." When we picked up Frank from Oregon, we put her in a specific outfit, and I was like, "Oh, how cute would it be if she meets Egg in that same outfit?"
Fit check.
While that's happening, I get a hold of the midwife. And within 5 minutes, she's like, "Yeah, come in." In the time that we were all getting ready and driving there, I had several more contractions. I never timed them. My mind was so like not even there. I just couldn't think to do that. So we left, and in between contractions was great. I even got a picture on the drive there. Ethan was hyper focused, like, I need to get to the hospital, or not the hospital, the birth center. And meanwhile, I'm like, hey. Interestingly enough, I don't think my contractions were as intense this time around than they were with Harper. But who knows? Maybe it's because I have no idea. Anyway, we get to the birth center at around 8:48, and they lead us back to one of the rooms, and they're all set up like kind of like a hotel room. There's couches, a bed, and bathtub, bathroom, and it just looks like a cozy, like little hotel room. And the water was filling up, and they asked me like, "Do you mind using the bathroom just to see if you have anything else to like pee or poo out?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, I'll try that." So I go in, and the bathroom's kind of narrow. So like it was just a small space. But then right when I walked in and closed the door, a contraction came in, and holy cow, I quickly like Spider-Man'd the wall. Like both my hands were against the wall, squeezing or like pushing outward, and I couldn't even sit on the toilet because I was like hovering above. It felt like I needed to poo so bad, but nothing was coming out. I couldn't pee. Everything was clenched up. I just had to let the pain go, but the only way I could do that was just like pushing against the wall and just like enduring it. And then once that passed, I walked out and I was like, I couldn't do anything. They're like, "That's fine." Hopped into the bathtub. Hi, Sana. 아빠 뭐래요? 너 웃겨.
Sarang, where are the bubbles? Bubbles 어디 있어? Oh! Aggi's gonna bring the bubbles.
He's gonna bring all the gross stuff. Apparently there's a labor log, so they like jot down all the like big things that go on throughout your labor. They wrote a comment that said like, Grace walks into the bathtub and says, "Ooh, it feels so good." So apparently it feels really good. I get a cervical exam then, and she's like, "Oh, you are at 9 centimeters, 100% effaced, and a +1 station." So egg had dropped a little bit more. At this point, contractions were really, really painful, obviously, to the point where I'd be like, basically like how I Spider-Man the wall in the bathroom. I like kind of tried to do the same and like lift myself up from the bottom of the bathtub to like kind of just float. I also had recently learned about the comb method, where Basically, you hold the spine of a comb in the palms of your hand facing your palm, and then the spine of it on your fingers. So you hold it tight like that, and then when a contraction comes, you squeeze super hard, and your brain has to like focus on the pain in various different areas, not just like one central location. And so I squeezed super hard. I felt like that helped a little bit. I did have a little bit of like indentation and raw skin, like no bleeding or anything, but because I was squeezing so hard. But honestly, the bathtub being warm is exactly what I needed. So when you have period cramps, a lot of people are like, use a heating pad, and that's what basically the water birth is. It's like a warm compression that you just feel around your whole body, and it's just amazing. As I was going through more contractions in the bathtub, using the comb method, having the warm bath, and then cooling or an ice towel on my forehead, I could overhear Harper and Ethan just like quietly chatting about what's going on in the room.
사랑, 지금 엄마 뭐해? 네. Almost deep breathing. 네. Okay, who's gonna be here soon, 사랑? Yeah. Where's Aggie 지금? 엄마 배?
At one point, she even brought toys for me and was like, you need these like car toys for your bath. And I just thought that was the sweetest little thing. She's so sweet. Oh gosh, we love our kid. At a certain point, I like needed to push like really hard. Everyone was so calm. The midwives were so calm that I was just like, what is going, like, do they even know that I'm about to deliver a baby? Are they like aware that a baby's gonna be here any minute now? Because they were just like waiting. And little did I know, because I was like not focused on anything but myself and getting egg out, that they are just like constantly reading your body language. They were very, very, very present, but not interruptive at all. So anyway, then within 6 minutes of pushing, little Joe was out. Her tiny like half smile. They immediately put her on my chest to wait for the delayed cord cutting, which was great. I looked over in the bathwater. It was like clear. There was no blood or anything, which I was shocked. But then I look over and I saw a little like poo nugget. And in my mind, I was like, oh, like I didn't want to poop. No one ever wants to poop when they give birth, but like it's to be expected. And I saw it in the bathtub and I was like, thank God it wasn't diarrhea, because to sit in like goopy swamp water, no thank you. But if it's like one little tiny nugget, I can handle that.
No stitches needed.
No stitches. The scratch / tear that I have is because Egg's hand was like here, and then like her nails are super long because she was freaking overdue. Mm-hmm. Oh, my seatbelt. This is not safe.
So, because of that, Egg, as she was coming out, she's like scritching up the place. Like as if she was some kind of renter of a unit and she hated the landlord and was like, I don't even care about my security deposit. That's basically what she said.
Yeah, what the heck, Egg?
Why would you do that, Egg?
What time did we went in at 8:40?
Like 8:45?
What time is it now?
It is
1:19.
Whoa.
How
So that is
about
4.5 hours roughly.
That's amazing.
Okay.
That feels so nice. We are so thrilled that she's a part of our family now, and I hope you enjoyed this birth story. And I'm so thankful for the birth team that I had at the birth center,